Hello everyone, my name is Paramjeet Singh. The topic which I am going to discuss with you guys is regarding communication. As we all know, there are different way of communication, like the communication by telephone, we do communication by video messages, we do communication by email, we do communication by letter, and there are so many other methods by which we can do communication. But I will discuss the topic effective business email. So I want to discuss with you guys how we can write effective business email. As we all know, we are doing master's course, and after this we will definitely apply for a job, and before applying for a job we should have a knowledge about how we can write business or effective business email. Let's have a look on my table of content. I hope these points will help you or will clear you how you can write an effective business email. My first point is that when to use email. Second point, what things keep in mind while writing an email. Third thing is email content. Use polite and respectful lines, conclusion and references. When we use email, when communication requires a lot of discussion, or if the subject is sensitive or delicate, when we use to speak person directly, then we always send an email. Speak to a person directly to clear up the misunderstanding. For example, if the person is sitting in another corner of the world, then we want to show our project to that person. Project may be regarding our presentation, regarding our layout of our company, and regarding to any other type of chapter. So in that way, when the telephonic conversation is not comfortable enough, in that way we always use the email, because it is a safe side as compared to the telephonic conversation. Because in by telephonic conversation we cannot make the answer clear to the receiver, because telephonic conversation we can't show the photos, the videos, but as in email we can send the photos, or we can send the link of video to the receiver. So it is the easiest way to clear up the misunderstanding, or to get the point in the notice of the receiver. My next slide is things to keep in mind during writing an effective email. So as I discussed with you guys why we write email, how it is important email as compared to other, let's discuss how we can write effective business email. The purpose should be clear by subject line. So we should always use subject line, because without subject lines we can't send our message to the receiver. If we don't put subject line, the thing is that the receiver will definitely ignore your email and can delete your email directly, because the subject line always shows the following message, always bring the notice what is the content of the message to the receiver. The second point, keep the message focused. We should always put focus on the message what we are going to write to the sender, because if we are going out of track, then we will definitely ignore by the receiver. So we should always keep our focus on what we are going to write. Then the use phrase, we will definitely use phrase in the end of the letter. The phrase means the words like, I hope you will reply me soon, I will be very thankful to you for the reading my email, and I hope you will reply me as soon as possible. I am looking forward for your reply. These are the words which show some respect toward towards the receiver, and these lines bring attention to the receiver as the sender wants reply as soon as possible. The fourth line, always spell check before sending. We always check our spelling before sending an email. If we don't check the spelling, then we can get in a trouble, because no one is a perfect in this world. So we should always check the spelling. We should always sneak peek on our email what we have written, or what we have to change, what we can do more changes. So we should always have a sneak peek before sending an email. The next slide is write to express. We should always write to express, not to impress. We should never attach bulky attachment, or some people think that if you can attach the bulky attachment, or if you write more, then you will impress the receiver. It is definitely wrong. So we should always write to express, not to impress. We should always express our message as short, so the receiver can get your message as soon as possible. That another point is prefer the simple to complex. Means if you write complex word, then you will get in trouble. So simple would be good. Simple is a good. So we should always go with the simple, because if you write simple word, then the receiver will definitely get your point, what you want to say then. So if you write complex word, you can also get struggle, and the receiver will also can get struggle, or he or she can ignore or can delete your email. Write conventional and polite tone. It is very important and is very quite important to write conventional and polite tone. As we all know, if we use a polite tone, it means we are showing respect towards the receiver. Or if we are in especially in business, if we use the polite tone like dear sir, it shows respect for the receiver, for the manager, for example. But if we use aggressive or harsh word, these are not good enough in the line of business, so we should never go with that words. The next slide is email content. Like this slide is quite important. Why should ask these questions to ourselves? We should ask these questions to ourselves, like once you post, you can't get back. It is truly the correct person to contact. Is this truly the correct person to contact? Means to whom you are going to send the email, you should have a knowledge to whom you are going to send the email. If you are going to friend, then you should check. If you are going to send your boss, then you should check. So you should clear about that, to whom you are going to send this message. What is your goal? This is also quite important. To whom you are going to send, why you are going to send, what is your goal, what you want to get from the receiver. These things should be clear to you, because these things, if you have an idea of these things, then you can write effective business email. Otherwise it would hard for all of us to write an effective business email. We should have a knowledge about that question. Use polite and respectful lines. We should always use polite and respectful lines, like word dear sir, your sincerely, your respectfully. Dear sir means to whom you are going to send. You should show some respect to that person. Dear sir or dear madam, you can write. You have to write, or you need to write your sincerely in the bottom of the email, because your sincerely is the word, like you don't know the person, you don't know the third person to whom you are going to send. So these words are very necessary in the formal effective letter. Sincerely and respectfully words like regards, thank you so much, and don't forget to put the date, because it is also part of effective business email, and a formal, it is also part of formal way. Conclusion. To conclude this topic, I want to assert we should think before sending an email. Focus on message, what we are going to send. Your message should be clear and concise. Try to make the email easy, better to, because if you write complex words, so then definitely the receiver will ignore your message. So your word should be simple as possible, and so the message can be so the receiver can get your message easily. Thank you so much. I am done with this topic, and these are the references of the topic. So if any query, please reply me, and thanks for paying attention. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have enjoyed my presentation, and thank you so much. Please reply me, so I can come over my mistakes which I did. Thank you so much.